Boom, boom. This is Kendra. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right, so we got the update today, a huge update. I updated something like 1.6 gigabits. I think that was a past update that hadn't taken hold. But anyway, so I had to go to the Play Store there, and it was a huge update. But it's up, and everything seems to be running good. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. So it's basically a rerun of the Summer Festival. Nothing, difficult about this. So it's basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to get the stamps right here. You get 14 of these stamps, and you can get this nice little outfit for Juno. Basically, I got one of the stamps when I did the firework workshop, and I got another stamp when I did the shooting game. Okay, so basically you do this for 7 days, and you should get the stamps. The event's running for 14 days, so it's not like this should be fairly easy to obtain. You get a couple tickets each day when you log on, so it's not that big a deal. And you get the fireworks and stuff, so it's nice. This is the only event that's really going on that's new. So this is what the update proposes. Since it's 3 mini games, basically, I think that was a very large update for that. So I think it was some past updates that finally had to be taken hold of. Also, I think it might have been some of the precursor data that's going to be needed for the 3rd anniversary event, which will be happening here shortly. And I think the YouTube video for this will be on the 10th. So in 5 days, they're going to have a video about it. So I assume it will occur on probably on or around the 18th, most likely. So that's probably what it was, a lot of precursor data for that. So it's going to be a pretty big event. So that's probably what some of it was. Okay, so basically fireworks shop. Basically, you just choose it. It's one of those little graphs, and you hit start, and then you hit stop. Right, try to get to the top. It's very easy. This is all stuff. Shooting game. This is not easy. The joystick is the best way to use this. But again, you just got to play it to get the stamp. But you don't have to do really well. Food stall is pretty simple. It's just a remember game. So the hot dog, the boat there, the apple. So hot dog, boat, apple. Hot dog, boat, apple. So then you go hot dog, boat, apple. Okay, so it's basically that's about, and you get 5 points each time you do it. Okay, so it's not really anything. It's just a mini game. You can play it, have fun with it. Milestone rewards. This is the same thing. This is for Rasuko, but of course, there's the event sorties are closed. So just make sure you get everything. I was wanted to get 30,000. I did. So I got her. And I've already actually limit broke her a couple of times already. So that's new in that terms. This is the event for the previous event, so you should have all of the, the photo and the ID card. You should have, completed this. If you did the missions for the previously, you should have it. And I got the little icon for it's a little trophy that you can put inside of your dorm. Not too much in that regards. So. Compensation. We actually got compensation. We actually got 1,000 oil, 1,000 coins. They were kind enough to give us some gems, so you definitely want to get 200 gems. And then maintenance compensation. This is back another 25 and 2,000. So that's like 3,000 and 3,500 in oil. So I'll use it once I get lower. But you definitely want to get the coins or the gems, because that's nice if they give you gems. 200 is enough to do a dock expansion, which is generally what I spend it on. I'm waiting for the shop waiting for the items, waiting for them to have the 380. They usually have a sale on the promise rings, and you get 2 of them for 380. So I'm waiting for that pack to come out. When it does, I will snatch that up. All right, so let's take a look at the shop. So we got some stuff to purchase here. All right, I did not manage to attain Azur. Never did able to build her. So I'm going to have to go ahead and purchase her. So there she is. Okay. So lock her. All right. So now then the other stuff. So here now, I always purchase the blueprints first. Okay. Then I purchase the parts. You can always use these parts. You need these parts to level up your equipment. So I always purchase these. And then what's left over, I purchase. The remaining funds I use on these right here. So that's the mainstay. As long as I get this, I'm happy. And then on this, I just take as many of them as I can. So I got 15. Okay. Then I have 90 left over, so I'll probably just go ahead and take a bunch of coals for the dorm. So yeah, that's it. So I'm happy. That's, you know, I got everything I wanted. Okay. So I go to the dock. Not the dock. I go to the depot. Go to the depot. Special gens. We'll put these all towards FTG. So I've got 13. So that's going to put me pretty close to racking her up. And then we've got some other blueprints down here. We've got 15. So these blueprints can be used for any non-UR ship. So I think I am finishing up Georgia. Let's take a look at Georgia. I think she might already be done. So let's go to dock. Let's take care of FDG first. Go to research, developments of 13. So I'm getting there, as you can see. It's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. So let's see what that is. I think Georgia is the only one that I. It's Bremerton, not Georgia. Research. Okay, nope, she's max. So basically, I'll probably use those just for course because I don't have any. The only other ship that I'm currently working on is Azuma. I might throw them in somebody else. I'll probably end up throwing them into Seattle. Azuma can be done via coins. St. Louis is complete, so I'm really honing in on with Georgia being complete. That really only leaves FTG and Azuma. So I have to start focusing on another one because, like I said, you can use coin because she's a season 1. So as I'm still working on her fate, but it should be done shortly. I'm just not wasting my coins as of yet because I'll probably end up using them for something else. So I'm keeping my coins up fairly good. In terms of how much coins it costs, especially if they're going to have a pity for something. I don't think there's any UR ships on the horizon, but you never know. So we'll have to see. So I'll probably just end up throwing those into Seattle because she's really going to be my next work in progress. I just wanted to get her up to C because I hear really good things about her. Pretty much she's the strongest light cruiser in the game currently. But my front line, you know, I don't know if I could really use her, but it's something to do. I like the fact that she's got a pretty good skill set in terms of what she do. And the reason this is important is because it says when an enemy aircraft is shot down within your fleet's anti-air gun range increases the ship's firepower and by okay. Now the reason that is important is because when your fleet has shot down 15 or more aircraft increases. The reason this is important is because of the fact that in 12 and 13 aircraft are it's all aircraft. Okay, it's all carriers in 12 and 13. So she's going to be extremely strong in 13. Okay. So, you know, that's a huge firepower increase and a huge anti-air increase. And it's for 8 seconds on the first, okay? That's quite a bit. And then, you know, when you take the ship's firepower, another 15 in the reload until the end of the battle. Understand that if you put Sandy inside of your 12 and 13, which you should be running Sandy because she's the best anti-air in the game, she takes down aircraft fast. I mean, she's got a wide range, and that's why she's the best anti-air in the game. You can max out, you max out her anti-air, and she will shoot down. I mean, you can have this 15 aircraft. You can have that within 10 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds at times. You know, so, and until the end of the battle, you get this huge 15% buff on reload and 15% reload and firepower for 15 and reload for 20. I mean, that's just really good for 12 and 13, which is why I decided to go ahead and start focusing on her. Okay, and then we're equipping a main gun in this ship's secondary weapon slot increases the ship's anti-air gun efficiency by 13.8. Okay, again, anti-air. If instead equipping it increases the ship's main gun, okay, and you see what I'm getting at here is the fact that 12 and 13 is pretty much a carrier-based events. You're going up against carriers most of the time, and this ship is designed specifically for that. So that's why I decided it might be go ahead and behoove me. You know, she's light, so okay, she's probably not going to last, okay, but because she's a cruiser, she has a better base stats than a destroyer. As I said, there's no meta for destroyers in 12 and 13. They just die. So you know, but this has got, you know, she's a priority ship. Stats are better than destroyer. So I decided to go ahead and give her something. And she probably is the best light cruiser in the game based with this stat. Is that important? Is that usable? I don't know. I'm going to find out. So it just intrigued me with the skill set that she had. So I'm going to go ahead and start focusing on her since I have her belt and I have some. I do have some blueprints that I can't use for her. So she's going to be my next thing. If you look at her stats, you can see that evasion, that's important simply because of the fact that if you don't get hit, you can survive. Also, you can see that her A for anti-air, and then firepower and hit points are at B. So, you know, she's definitely, you know, she's not going to have torpedo because she's not a torpedo, and she's not going to have aviation because she's not a carrier. So she's basically got what looks to be a pretty solid stat line all around. Okay, she's not like your FDGs, you know, which is just, you know, S firepower, S, you know, hit points. You know, she excels in that. She doesn't die. Her skill set does not allow her to die. It's amazing how much she gives you on both of those. But she's all around good. Okay, so I think she'll be pretty. She should, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and build her up. You know, see, you know, I want to use all the ships. Okay, I don't have anything against destroyers. I love destroyers. I love Z-23. I love all those ships, but they just don't survive very well. So that's why you don't see them. There's no meta for destroyers in this game. Early on, they're useful, low oil costs, and you know, some of them could do some pretty good damage, but there really just isn't tanky. I mean, you know, there just isn't there yet. So. But I'm going to try to give, you know, Seattle a try. I've heard some good things about her, so we'll see. So she's going to be my next project after, you know. So I'll be focusing on once FTG's finished, I'll finish up Azuma. It's going to take a little while to finish her up simply because of the fact that she's blueprints, so you need to get blueprints for her. And I'm not anywhere near being completed, but once I finish FTG. I'm going to have all of those core packs, and I can analyze those things and get a bunch of blueprints, and so I'll probably end up putting those into Azuma. So that's what, you know, I'm just pacing it out right now. There's no use to be rushing. Now, as for sorties, there is nothing up in terms of sorties for this event. It's just the mini games. Okay, so just basically do whatever you want. I'm probably going to go ahead and start focusing on 12 and 13 since I've got the ships to do it now. I really wanted to focus on, you know, getting up the running it with a different type of set fleet, and I think I've got that set. So I'm going to go ahead and work on some fleets and probably run through 12 and 13 and get started on that so I can finish it out. I got 3 fleets that could run through it pretty easy, I think. Well, not easy, but 3 fleets that should survive through the entire levels. They'll probably be pretty low when they're done because there's a lot of stuff going on, but. Yeah, I've got anti-air. I've got multiple ships with anti-air capabilities, and the ships that I've got set up for those fleets are pretty much have been designing them based on 12 and 13 because of how difficult they were. I did not encounter that much trouble in 11. It was, you know, it was doable. Didn't have much trouble in terms of that, but we'll have to see. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on those, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'll probably be doing that for the week, you know, until the next event, 3rd anniversary event, I think will be the next big event that comes up. And hopefully we'll have some good stuff for that. And I am happy that they did give us some gems. We can always use gems to buy stuff. But yeah, so I'm just waiting for the sale that comes out. where they offer the two promise rings for 380. Because I got a couple ships I want to oath, and need the rings to do that. But 600 is a little steep for one ring. So I wait until they have the sale. They usually have. They'll probably have some type of sale. I would not purchase anything with your gems right now until the anniversary event happens, because they usually have a lot of sales. So I would expect to see that oath ring sale during the anniversary event. Would be my assumption. So that's why I'm holding off. But I got 811. The only thing I do, I don't really purchase outfits, so pretty much I use my gems pretty much just for this stuff. Primarily, I use it for the dock expansion because I got so many ships. So I've used it for that primarily. An occasional purchase ring expansion or for promise rings. That's about it. So dock expansion and promise rings are pretty much what I spend all of my gems on. I have on occasion purchased one of the packs to get. I think I've done it maybe once or twice when I needed some back early in the game when I needed some wisdom cubes. But that's the only time. Yeah, but that's pretty much. I think that was a one shot. But they do have some really good packs in here. If you do have, and you can do it through Google Play. If you get a Google Play card, like I got a Google Play card for my birthday, so I ended up purchasing gems with that. That's why I have 811 gems. But that's what you. But they got some really good deals in here, and some of them are fairly good price. In some of the other gotcha games, they have really extremely outrageous prices for some of the stuff. But they seem to be fairly decent here in terms of value for what you're getting. Okay, so the Summer Festival's up. Just do that. Get the outfit for Juno. It's free play. Other than that, nothing. No sorties to look onto. So do 12, 13 if you haven't. Go through Operation Siren. I'm only on the third level for that. So I've still got some ways to go on that. But I'm probably going to do 12 and 13 since I got the ships for it now, and I wanted to try to do it with a certain set. But yeah, I'll give you an update on that probably here in a few days, and show you my progress. But yeah, the Summer Festival's up. Just make sure you run the mini games. Just run them once each day. You should probably have the outfit for Juno if you don't have it within 7 days. You need 14 to get it, and I got 2 stamps today. So I assume in 7 days I'll have 14 stamps. 2 times 7, 14. That's the way I'm assuming it's going to go. This is a rerun for some of you, so I might already have. I wonder if I already have that outfit. Juno. What are you, Juno? Juno. Is she Sakura? I think she's Sakura. So Juno. Zumo. Izuka, let's see if I can find her here. I'm not sure where she's at. I don't think I brung her up. She's in the actual in the event. So you'll see a lot of these ships when you log on to the game the first time here. Once this event's updated, you'll see them talking about the festival. I don't see Juno anywhere in here. I could have swore she was Sakura Empire, but she might not be. She might be Eagle Union, because I'm pretty sure she's not. Ironblood definitely, and not Sidini Empire. I could have swore she was actually. Did I just miss her? Kintosa area. Uzuki. Kinu. Thought they were going to have an event up for him. They was talking about it on the thing, but that turns out to not be accurate. No, I don't see her. Don't see her. So Bluegill, Thatcher, Tennessee, Baton, Dace, Lexington, Richmond, Cleveland. A store could see. I've got so many ships. It's really hard to find one specific ship, especially one that's not an SR ship. It's usually pretty easy to track down ships. That's Juno, but that's not the right Juno that we're looking for here. We're looking for the Juno Juno. And I don't see her. I'll track her down. We'll have some info on her, but this is the outfit that you can get for Juno. Right here. But you need 14 stamps. I see 2 a day. You should be able to get it. It shouldn't be a problem. All right. So thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Once you've subscribed, you'll see the bell. Click on the bell. You get notified each time I do drop a video. Also, remember to like and share, as that does help the video immensely. So this is Kendra coming at you from the corner, signing out.